So, let's hit the continue button and jump back in. Now, I don't usually use the continue button for this game, but basically how that button works, I didn't explain already. It basically will throw you into the game, basically in the last, like, you know, turn you, like, you know, basically completed, but without, like, any of, like, the save changes you basically made. So, if I made any, like, any changes to, like, the game here, those wouldn't be, like, kept, but, you know, we didn't really do anything, like, at the, you know, end of the last episode. We sort of jumped right, you know, out. Right after capturing, like, you know, Soul here. Anyhow, at this point, the Federation's wiped out, and we're still at war with the Klingons, so these guys have to make their way up to, I guess, you know, conquer these guys over here, I guess. Now, I should probably note something, by the way, in this game. You'll note that these guys are going to, like, take, like, you know, 5 turns and 9 turns, basically, with, like, you know, each of these, like, you know, groups, you know, separately. I'll note, by the way, I actually break these guys up a little bit. And actually, like, you know, put the Raiders in, like, their own group. These Raiders will actually go a lot faster than the war cruisers. So I want to get over there a little bit faster. I send these guys off over there in a way to take 3 turns to get there. And that'd be like a good way of basically getting up here to, like, you know, start conquering the, you know, the rest of, like, the Klingon planets. Just send the Raiders up first. Alright, so, yes. Basically, Ferengi conquers Soul, which is basically the last, like, you know, plan for the Federation here. So, the fall of the United Federation of Planets lifted the exchange to record highs. So, hooray! By the way, we basically finished, you know, colonizing, or not colonizing, but terraforming stuff over here. And we're still, you know, continuing to do so over here. Just gonna get this guy to jump over there for now. Soul's now basically capable of doing stuff, so if I want to, I can basically use it to, like, you know, trade with other powers. I don't think there's anything I can really trade with, though, at this point, because, like, the ROMs haven't really expanded, and, like, you know, the Cardassians have been, like, you know, well, they haven't really gone to warping yet or anything, but, you know, their thing. I'm just going to trade with whoever I can here. Just set a few trade routes here. There we go. And I'll note down these, like, you know, these large maps. You'll have to, like, you know, jump into the large map every so often to, like, do sort of thing, because it gets so large that you, like, you know, you sort of have to. But whatever. Alright, so that's basically all out of the way. Let's just go over here and do some other stuff here, I guess. So, a lot of things that apparently happened this, you know, time around. Alright, over here, I think I'm just gonna, like, let these guys sort of do their own thing for a little bit. So, just build a few of those things there for a while, so I don't have to worry about you. Time we can build the power exchange, I guess. Well, you know, maybe not. Really disappointed with Tama to do, like, lots of research, I think. So just research like crazy. That's what your job will be. Just research. And while they're basically doing that, they can, like, you know, build a few more, like, you know, research labs and stuff. So they have something to do. The Nev over here, I think they'll basically, like, you know, upgrade their research labs so I don't have to worry about them for a little bit. Kefka over here could do the same thing, I guess, because, you know, research labs. Took a little bit for them to do it, but, you know, whatever. At this point, basically, in the end game, I really don't care about, like, you know, managing these planets much anymore, but, you know, I don't know exactly how long it'll basically take to win. So I'm being, like, you know, sort of like, you know,
purchase order confirmed.
Mindful of that fact, basically. How long will it take to win? We'll go back here, I guess, but, you know, build his charge structures first, I guess. And of course, there's also Soul over here, which is basically conquered, so these guys have to be, like, you know, adjusted, so... First thing first, let's just get their, you know, buildings online. Apparently, their private farms, their trade center, their delivery refinery, and their scanners basically are, like, you know, all alive. Don't need the scanners, though, so we won't worry about that. Power goes up a little bit. They didn't really lose a whole lot of population, like, you know, over here, so... I got lots of work with like, universities and, like, you know, mass replicators. I'm probably going to tear down some of these unmade farms at some point, but, you know, we'll just hold off on that for now. Build these for now, I think. And when those are done, we'll just basically build some more research labs. Now let's do it like that, why not? Alright, so, this is a little bit of a setup there. A whole lot of basically stuff like the, you know, begin at the, you know, start of his turn, but, you know, that sort of happens sometimes. Basically, you have to do a whole lot all at once if you're, you know, doing manually for everything. I'll note that some people probably can play, like, you know, this game with automatic, and, like, you know, there is, like, some, like, you know, justification doing this game, because actually pretty well does it for, like, you know, the automation stuff. But whatever. We'll need a basic build. It's, like, hunting around over here, so... we're looking good at food, at least. Let's build a couple foundries, I think.
Purchase order confirmed.
Just keep an eye on these guys right here. I'm probably going to switch over Rubicon, by the way, to actually start, you know, building troop transports at this point, by the way. Just so it can, like, you know, invade, like, you know, the rest of these planets a little bit faster. And you can, like, see, like, this stuff is, like, just slowly just, like, you know, getting over here real fast. And this guy's getting over here as well. Hey, look at that, we got propulsion done. Because, you know, I forgot to take this off of, like, you know, researching this propulsion last time.
Terraforming completed.
Alright, cool. So this is done over here. This guy's just gonna colonize right here.
The system will be colonized.
And I'll send this guy to start, you know, getting over here, I guess, to, you know, terraform these other planets. Or just this planet over here, I guess. One of my readers basically made over here to Alpha, apparently. I'll note, by the way, something about in this game. If you don't want to basically, like, you know, capture, like, a system, you can just raise it with, like, your, like, ships and stuff. But, you know, another thing I basically do is, like, just, like, you know, raid it, so...
Raiding will commence as ordered.
We're gonna start raiding the system and try and, like, getting some credits from it, and, you know, as a result of it. Will be the plan. Axonar built some stuff. Awesome. They got basically, like, you know, some machine guilds here. They can build another one. Axonar is going to be a pretty big place, I think, so... just build a bunch of those, and that'll be fine for now. Or not Axonar, but, you know, Rubicon basically building that raider here, so... this guy, let's make his way up to... let's go over here, to Bay Z.
This system is now an official member of the Ferengi Alliance.
Now I can see with raiding, by the way, you basically, like, you know, take some trade income from these guys, so we basically take a little bit of that stuff from them. And of course we basically colonize new sectors, so people are very happy about that. I'll note that at this point, my, like, you know, my selection is pretty, like, you know, awesome for, like, morale, so we're actually going to be producing stuff like crazy at this point. And now all these raiders have joined the fun, so... yoink! I'll note with 5 raiders, by the way, we're just basically going to have, like, a 100% raid, like, you know, chance for taking our income.
Raiding will commence as ordered.
Or not. We'll just get a very high chance, I guess. I see, like, Lair Destroyers basically do, like, you know, the full raids, but whatever. That's fine. Okay, this guy's gonna make his way over to... there, I guess. Now, I didn't actually point this out, by the way, with like, you know, one of the other things here. But I'll note as like you get like the better colony ships, you actually get like a bit more like, you know, produced here in like these systems. So instead of like having like the single like, you know, couple like growers markets basically, we basically have like an advanced, you know, build here with like, you know, an extra machine guild and like an extra like, you know, growers market. So we're actually producing a little bit more food and stuff here, which is nice. This is actually going to be a fairly decent system, so won't hurt me to build a bunch of these, I think.
Purchase order confirmed.
Curl built some charge collectors, which is awesome. And at this point, I'm probably going to make this guy start building some intel stuff, because, you know, never can have too much intel with the Ferengi, because they, you know, they suck at it so bad. Alright, well, we're waiting for our troop transfers to get up here so we can, like, you know, rate the system a little bit better, but whatever. By the way, note this guy who's coming from Rukon. It takes him basically, like, you know, 2 turns basically to get from, like, here and then, like, all the way over to one of these systems here, so I can actually send this guy over here to Alphas, I guess, so why not? Won't take him that long to get there. Alright, so basically we do a little more raiding here. Apparently got a scout over here, apparently, so that's interesting. I should probably set these guys to actually, you know, engage, by the way, so
Task force will engage enemy vessels.
we're going to do that, basically, so, like, you
Raiding will
know,
commence as ordered.
I don't forget next time. I want to basically, like, you know, fighting down the Klingon ships so that they find him, so if I see him, I'll basically kill him as a thing. You know, these guys are going to take forever to get anywhere, so I'm going to send them out to base head, I think. Or Kronos. They're just right there in the middle of nowhere for now. That's the thing about older ships, by the way, in this game. They're basically a lot slower, usually. So, you always have to, like, you know, really get the upgraded stuff for, like, the really, like, you know, fast-moving ships like they have right now. You know, I'm actually stockpiling lots of money at this point, so what can I upgrade, I wonder, if there's anything to upgrade.
Purchase order confirmed.
Let's get those going. Then I'll, like, upgrade those. Those are just the regular stuff right there, so I'm not going to worry about those. And our can basically upgrade some stuff,
Purchase
so
order confirmed.
we'll get those going. Oh, we're apparently not doing anything here, in this small little sector. These guys are a Hall of Learning, so we'll just keep doing that for now. Cessa is still being charge collectors, which is fine. I'm really not sure if I want to do anything else besides just, you know, build up a bit more data brochure here, I guess, so do that, so basically, like, you know, it's out of the way.
Purchase order confirmed.
Gamma in here can, like, purchase something for me and make use of, I guess. This is like the you know, the other Federation system I took over here, by the way, so let's build a few more of that stuff at then.
Purchase order confirmed.
Alright, that should do me pretty well for, like, you know, spending my money there, so that, like, you know, this doesn't just build up, like, indefinitely, so to speak. This thing up with the Ferengi about it, if you don't, like, build a really big fleet, you have, like, lots of money, like, you know, running out of your ears, so to speak, because, you know, you just have so much space to make use of. Alright, let's just, like, just wait till next turn for that, I guess. And, you know, I still forgot to do this, by the way, but, you know, we're still aiming, like, you know, maximum propulsion, like, you know, research done here. We actually had tech level 7 at propulsion, so we're actually, like, really, really good at this, so let's just start spreading the, you know, the joy everywhere else, I think, at this point. Okay, we rate a little bit more from Alpha, so a little bit more credits stolen.
There is news from our diplomatic corps.
I'll note that with, like, you know, the rating stuff, by the way, you don't really have to worry too much about, like, you know, essentially being like, you know, well, here's the thing about raiding, by the way. Raiding basically takes away income from, like, you know, the trade routes that are basically affecting the planet. So if, like, someone's trading with this planet at all, you basically will be, like, you know, taking that, like, trade, like, you know, from yourself. It also affects, like, other, like, you know, outgoing traders as well. So if basically, like, the, like, you know, the clients have, like, trade route going, like, around here, like, you know, this one over here will be taken as well. On the way with raiding, I actually probably want to be, like, on top of Kronos basically to get, like, the you know, the stuff from that, but whatever. At this point, let's get to attacking.
Planetary assault confirmed. Planetary assault confirmed.
We'll try and take this system now, I think. You're slowly getting over here now. Alright, Kefka's basically empty, so we'll start building up a few more, like, you know, research labs over here. Now, note at this point, Bob, we're getting demands from people again, so let's see what these guys want. Alright, so the Roman Star Empire requires a gift in order to keep their favor, so they want basically to see the Suitarias. I usually do this by the way of, like, you know, not really caring too much for, like, you know, about, like, you know, what they're doing, so
Treaty will be accepted.
we'll accept this for now. And the Cardassians basically want money, so we're gonna reject this.
Treaty will be rejected.
Basically, like, the, you know, Romans are technically at war with, like, these guys, so apparently got the Tolarians on their side over here. Eventually we're going to probably go after war, like, you know, with these Cardassians, so that'll be a thing. There's Talar over here, by the way, so that's where Tolarians are. By the way, I'm building a troop transfers down here. I have. Tucking these guys come over here, I guess. Okay, there's Alpha taken away from the Klingon, so we basically, like, lost one transport to, like, you know, deploy and, like, maintain an orbit. No one else, you know, destroy anything like that, so that's done. Now, note that these our systems around here are going to be a lot tougher to fight because, like, they have orbital barriers all over the place, but, you know, oh well. That's just, you know, generally how it goes, so to speak, in this game. Let's have the raiders basically go over here, I guess, as well as these guys. You can get up here for now. Apparently, wherever the system is here, we basically now, like, you know, got in our field of, like, you know, our field of territory, or whatever. Okay, Ferengi is basically empty of stuff here, apparently, so there we go. Got a little bit more output for this, like, you know, system. There's something to spend credits on.
Purchase order confirmed.
Boom, let's get that going. Now, note that with Alpha, by the way, I got really, like, you know, of course, do the old thing as before, like, you know, where we basically, like, you know, have to go in here, make sure, like, they have, like, their, like, stuff powered up and stuff like that. Start building up the stuff they, like, no longer have, so build this, for example.
Purchase order confirmed.
We'll go after this next, I think. Ooh, we got ourselves the scout, I think, to fight. I don't see much hope for it, so... Oh. So, it's got, like, you know, an armed colony ship over here, so...
Acknowledged. No problem.
I hear and obey.
I love the Klingons, by the way. They're like, you know, all their ships are armed, so even their, like, colony ships can fight, but, you know, it's not going to be able to fight these guys, so...
One less competitor.
Done.
All in a day's work.
There is news from our diplomatic corps. There is news from intelligence.
Alright, so, apparently we got the, you know, different for the Klingons again, because, you know, why not? Alright, I could probably go after, like, these guys right now, by the way, but, you know, they got 8 orbital batteries, and that's a lot to go after, so... I think at this point we're just gonna like just like sort of hang around, looking at all his systems basically. You can go right there. We're just gonna meet him busy, I think, for now, because it's like the weakest system here, I think. So that'll be the plan.
Select terraforming location.
Let's start terraforming this, I guess. You know, I should probably remember I got like, you know, all these like miners around. I could probably like, you know, bring into my empire at this point. So probably start looking into doing that. So let's just see here. Yulians are basically currently affiliated with me, I guess. The Marians are basically worshipful. Packets are with the Romans, Malkorans. I guess we'll try and get these guys basically into like my like, you know, thing here. So let's skip them a little bit. They'll like that. We could probably get these guys to be like in my thing as well, so send them a treaty. And we'll see how that goes. Apologies, by the way, if you can hear a printer in the background. There's, you know, currently some work being done, as always, with like, you know, this lovely like, you know, game. There's like, you know, lots of interrupts and stuff or whatever. Hopefully it won't be too long. Alright, so over here, apparently the Cardassians, like, you know, are becoming an issue for the Romans, I guess. They want me to basically go to war with them now. I'm going to reject this at the moment because currently I'm just trying to fight the Klingons, right? And I don't want to open up a second front to basically fight the Cardassians as well, so take these guys out first, then we'll go after the, you know, those guys after. Will be the plan. Alright, Ferengi basically built stuff over here, so
Purchase order confirmed.
let's get that going, and then we'll go after this.
Purchase order confirmed.
Alpha doesn't have his problems with food anymore, I guess. That's nice. We're gonna get this up, I guess, and then you can just build that for a little bit.
Terraforming completed.
Alright, so we terraformed that small little planet Novana over here. We're just gonna make our way down to Catan at this point. Alright, so over here in Beta Z, it's time basically to, like, you know, assault these guys, I think. Well, you know what? We're actually going to wait for my warships to get in here first. So we basically have like all my ships here once they hit this planet. I don't want to have like major losses, and that is something that could happen if I'm not careful. So basically bunch them all up at once, basically. Okay, Kurill's building up stuff, which is awesome. Let's get some more machine guilds going here, I guess. I don't know why I have so much energy over here, but you know. I guess I probably want to build a hull stone over here. Melina builds its like factories over here, I guess. I really don't know what to do with Melina, so just why not? Let's just keep building halls of learning. This makes a whole bunch of them, I guess.
There is news from our diplomatic corps.
Alright, so Ngozi basically joined us there, by the way. It'll be an honor to join you, so these guys are now part of my empire. Let's see what their world looks like. Alright, so they have lots of food basically going on here, which makes sense, because, you know, you'll notice that like a lot of these like systems basically have like lots of like, you know, like the same like, you know, free buildings here, and they have like a little bit of like, you know, research or intelligence of like, you know, they're like a spy or like your research oriented race. But whatever. Now those of these guys, they have like the let's see, they have a special structure that basically lets them like, you know, defend themselves a lot better. The Super Soldier Academy. I'll note that this is like, you know, sort of like a math type of thing for like, my race, this Ngozi system, which is why I wasn't really aiming to like try and get these guys as fast as possible, but I might still guys get this just because, you know, why not? Let's ability because I can. But anyhow, let's get the communications grid going. We got trade center, wind turbines. After that, this system can probably get Dilithium refinery, advanced replicators. Okay, let's just get it out of the way first, I guess. There we go, just a little bit of energy. Just a little bit of energy to do stuff with. Now, note that Malcorn should actually like me as well quite a bit here, so let's try and offer them a, you know, membership tree as well, perhaps. They'll probably take that easily enough. Now that we have like the sport cruiser basically coming in now, so once that basically jumps in, we'll basically have like, you know, enough to think to take this easily enough, so that will be the plan.
Purchase order confirmed.
Let's buy that for now. Uh-oh, the Husknuk Raider. So apparently over a millennia, we basically found the Husknuk Raider, so here's the Husknuk Raider, by the way. This guy's very dead, but you know, whatever.
All right.
Yeah, no chance at all.
We have lost a task force. There is news from our diplomatic corps.
Now, not that the Ferengi won't like that I got lost there, but oh well, that sort of happens, you know, when the non-combat ship basically finds something in, you know, middle of nowhere. But well. Casting for the Warpack probably to go after the Romulans. Ferengi basically like offer a thing. Oh, these guys offer as well, so. In records of your generous gift, we propose a new agreement. We are ready to join you completely. We believe this will more accurately reflect our level of trust.
Treaty will be accepted.
Okay, we're just going to accept that. And yeah, we're not doing this, by the way.
Treaty will be rejected.
So we're just going to reject that. Alright, so at this point, Bob, we're going to probably go and, you know, build up a fleet of stuff basically to fight off that, you know, Husknuk Raider, I guess, so. Let's start building up raiders basically over here.
Purchase order confirmed.
Good thing to use my money for. So I guess around here somewhere, we basically have that Husknuk Raider running around, so that's not a thing to worry about. But whatever, well basically like try to take like the, you know, click on system currently on top of it, and we'll deal with it after that. Really the plan.
There is news from our diplomatic corps.
Okay, Malcor basically joined us. A non-aggression treaty between Aquilians and Romulus expired apparently, so that happened. We built our raider with like, you know, buying it. So here's the Malcorns, by the way. I'll note that these guys basically have like, you know, a fairly nice like, you know, tech bonus for like, you know, propulsion. So if you always get propulsion, these guys are like, great for helping you do that. Let's just see here. Looks like they actually got a nice system for like, you know, researching and stuff like that. So that'll be nice. So right now, I think we're just going to go with wind turbines, charge collectors, trade center, communications grid, and I'll just, you know, get to it after that. Alright, let's see how these guys go. Attack system.
Planetary assault confirmed.
Attack system.
Planetary assault confirmed.
And attack system.
Planetary assault confirmed.
Let's hit him hard and hit him fast.
Purchase order confirmed.
I'm just going to keep buying those. Alright, so there we go. We've looked at our system from the Klingons. I'll note, by the way, that actually destroyed one ship this time around, so they actually blew up one of my, like, war cruisers, but oh well. What the? So the Romulans could war against me, apparently.
There is news from our diplomatic corps. There is news from intelligence.
So, others, like, sometimes happen where, like, people, like, terminate their alliance. So, that's unfortunate, but oh well. No, most, by the way, the Beta basically terminated their membership of the Klingons because, we basically conquered them, so they're no longer, like, capable of doing that sort of thing, but whatever. Alright, so we're now against the Romulans, which is not great, but oh well. I guess, like, at this point we're just going to go in here to, like, my spying stuff, and we're just going to throw it all into a turtle at this point because, want to defend against anything these guys basically do with me at this point. Now, I'm not really sure how strong the, like, Romulans are at this point because, they're basically, like, fighting against the Cardassians too. I think they're actually at war with the Cardassians, so it's kind of odd that they're actually declaring war on me as well, but, whatever. You know what? I think I actually lost a troop transport apparently from that little battle, so that's interesting. I'm tempted to offer the Klingons a non-aggression treaty just so I can go focus on the Romulans for a little bit now, I guess. I could probably destroy, like, the Klingons, like, at my leisure, so to speak, but, we'll offer this to them. Do you want affiliation? Let's offer this, to the Cardassians, the affiliation. That'll basically let them come into my territory, which like will let them hit the Romulans from wherever they want to. That'll be the plan, at least. I gotta basically do some work in Beta Z here, of course. That'll be a thing. It looks like their communications group is basically like intact after all that, so that's nice. Let's boost that up a little bit here. The power. All the power. And of course, much like before, we're just going to go with advanced replicators. Looks like I don't have an ability to build charge collectors or the wind turbines because I don't have a barren planet or an Arctic planet around, so build this. By the way, this is also another Meyer system, and they got basically the Council Academy, so this is actually really good for getting security, by the way, so I actually want to build this pretty fast, I think, so
Purchase order confirmed.
we're just going to outright buy that, I think. Let's get to work on all that stuff, I guess. Alright, now that, we basically have to worry about the, Romulans being on my backside, I think it's in my interest basically to start looking into getting a Raiders build over here, so we're just going to go back to doing that now, I think. These guys we're going to form up over here. I'll still send these, these troop transports out to, Beta Z because, I can still, try and, hit, these air systems around here. And in fact, I'm probably going to send these guys up over here to, sort of, map out the rest of the Klingon territories here and see, what I can see. We're going to build this over here, I think.
Purchase order confirmed.
The Cardassians signed alliance with the Klingons, apparently. That's interesting.
There's news from our diplomatic corps.
So basically, that's out of the Cardassians for some reason. They might be at war meeting soon if I'm not careful, but whatever, we'll see how it goes. Romans care for nothing but galactic domination. We fully support your efforts against them. Romans are a threat to all that we hold dear. If you destroy them all, we will think it a blessing. You know, thinking about, you know, with more flash, probably should have, like, you know, my scanners on over here, by the way. Like, I have scanners over here, right? So, they're already on, never mind. Well, whatever. We're just gonna wait, you know, as time goes by here, I guess.
Purchase order confirmed.
Let's get that going. You guys built some more stuff for me, which is nice, so keep building, I guess. Build those things, and then we'll build that. Now, no, here in town, by the way, like, you know, bought that, like, you know, that research lab, so I basically built a ship here.
Purchase order confirmed.
I just want to get myself explorer, so I can, like, you know, have a little bit of, like, you know, ability to, like, see what's around me, basically, so to speak, with this guy. So that's why I, you know, got that out of the way. You know, I really should destroy, like, a lot of these, like, you know, power generators, I think, at this point in, like, Tama, so... Let's just destroy 13 of these.
Structures sold.
I got way too many, right? So, time to get rid of some. And Ngozi built his stuff, so... Should probably, like, tear down some of the stuff over here as well, so... Let's turn out at least 13 of these.
Structures sold.
And 12 of these.
Structures sold.
Okay, what am I selling over here? Oh, that's a mass replicators, never mind. Went for the wrong building there.
Structures sold.
But there we go, we're just gonna, like, just scrap this stuff over here, because, you know, I got way too much, like, you know, stuff for that stuff to be useful, so... We'll build that. Build these. We'll build an Alliance shipyard, because why not? I can. Also, lots of statements being made all over the place, but whatever. Alright, so over here in Breel, apparently they got, like, a small little system here. I could probably actually invade the system if I want to, I think, so... I might go after it, but, you know, we're just gonna have my raiders just, like, you know, sort of just look around, I guess. Oh, we're actually at max range with these raiders, by the way. There's, like, you know, range you have to watch out for, so... This is as far as these guys can actually go, I guess. For now. We'll slowly just get up here, I guess, for these guys for now, so...
Raiding will commence as ordered.
We'll do some raiding here, I guess, in Breel. Will be the plan. You know, I really should be more worried about the Romans, but I didn't really see them having much of, like, you know, a space force at this point, so I'm not really that worried anyways. I resolve it. I have no idea why I declared war on me like they did, but, you know, whatever. They declared war on me. Alright, interesting. So we found a Hustling Raider again. Now, I think these guys actually stand a chance of building this thing, so... Let's see how it goes.
Acknowledged. No problem.
Yes, sir. We'll give it a try.
Let's see how it goes.
One less competitor.
Alright, so we blew it out of the sky there. I don't know if like my raiders are a lot more strong like my non-combat was, so
All in a day's work.
we blew that up easily enough.
There's news from our diplomatic corps.
Now I'm not sure if she saw that, but I actually raided 2 systems here because we're basically close to Kronos here. So I'm not talking about like right next to Kronos here. We're actually raiding a little bit both of Kronos and Real. You'll probably see next time I basically raid it, but that's just something to note by the way. You get up there. You get up there. You get up there. And Tam over here I think is going to start building up advanced power supplies I guess, so that'll be its thing. To keep it occupied for a while. But yeah, I can see raid both Real and Kronos here as from my events here, so that's something to note by the way about raiding. You basically you raid trade lanes if there's multiple trade lanes around, you basically raid multiple trade lanes at once, which is nice. Alright, so Cadassin rejected affiliation, Klingons rejected non-aggression apparently, so neither of them were interested I guess. But that's fine. We don't interest in sharing our infrastructure with you. Peace, we don't value peace, particularly when it concerns you. So alright, they're done. We're just gonna keep fighting I guess. Because that's how it's gonna roll. Let's keep building these I guess.
Purchase order confirmed.
I'll probably start sending my raiders out to hit the Romulan territory, but I'm just sort of holding off to be able to fleet first, but whatever. They're around, doing their thing. Alright, this actually seems like a good stopping point for this episode, so I think we'll save it here.
Selection confirmed. Saving game.
And we'll continue on basically battering the Klingon Empire while building up a fleet to battle the Romulans. And we'll see how it goes from there.